My name is Todd Herman. I own the True North Kansas City franchise in Kansas City, Missouri. And we joined forces together because we could do more together. We were of the same faith, same beliefs, and so it just made a lot of sense for us to come together as one group. And now that group's growing, and that's been really exciting to see for all of us. Number one, faith is a huge aspect of who we are. It is, in fact, probably, at least in my life, the most important thing in my life is my faith, and how and that's something that we kind of hold as a paramount piece of who we are and how we treat people. We truly do believe in the golden rule, where you treat people as you want to be treated. And service is a big deal for True North. Service is a big deal for me. And what sets us apart is how we treat people. I always tell my guys that no matter how differently somebody lives than you, it's their castle. And what they're going through is an affront on their castle. And so we really work hard on helping people navigate through some pretty scary and harrowing situations in their homes, like fires and water. Number one, I really firmly believe in over-communication. I think communication is always, it seems to always be the root of problems between people. And so if I can communicate and then over-communicate and then communicate again, I think that's very important. The homeowner wants to feel a semblance of control in a scenario that feels very much like out of control, when their house is flooded or whatever it may be. And providing more information and making sure they know every step that we're doing is a way to give back to them some control in a scary situation. A success story would be, I had a person tell me, before I ever did this, I spent 3 years working for a nonprofit in a ministry field, and I started doing True North restoration. And a lady told me, after we had helped her through a flood that had collapsed the ceilings in her kitchen, she said, you really have a ministry here. And that really spoke volumes to me, because it's more than just getting the water out or cutting out drywall. It's helping people navigate storms of life. We all have them, and it's helping people and guiding people through it. And that's a big deal, and that's why we do it. My business is a sponsor for various things such as youth sports. And I pride myself in that. We try and give back. We are always trying to give to communities. We have discounts that we give to, for instance, churches. We do some, projects at little or no cost if there are stories involved that we can help with. Okay. What I enjoy most about being a franchise owner with True North is the camaraderie that's there, the fact that a homeowner may ask me a question, hey, what is this? And I may not exactly know that answer right then. And I can tell them honestly, hey, I'm part of a group of people that all do this across the country. I'm not exactly sure, but let me find out. And I can go to all the people that I work with that I now call my friends, and get those answers. And it provides better service. The biggest thing for me is culture, is having people that have the same integrity and value people and their space, and understand that we are there to serve them, that we are there to meet a need and help them through it. Someone that I want employees that do understand that again, no matter how different somebody lives than you, that is still their castle, and that they hold them with integrity and value. I chose to become a franchise owner with True North because not only, could we collectively be more powerful, I could be better as a business owner with everyone from True North than I could by myself. And that was realized really in that first year. The collaborative nature of how we work together, learned how to do systems in place that really made my business better and made my service better for people. Yeah, kind of a crazy story with that. I was working in a different industry, and one morning my 3 kids went to school and my wife and I went to work. And around 3 o'clock, when my daughter, who was 12 at the time, came home, she called me kind of frantically saying, "Daddy, it's raining in the kitchen." And we had a broken pipe shortly after we left for school and work. And we had a ceiling collapse. We lived it. And sometimes I think God has a crazy sense of humor. And I think, obviously I didn't know at the time that I'd be doing that 3 years later, this type of work. But living it allowed me to kind of see it firsthand, to experience what people experience, the overwhelmed feeling of it all, and to see the process through. And that's been something that's been invaluable. I love serving people. I love getting a chance to encourage people, to walk with people, and to help them through whatever they're going through. I always tell people, my mom used to tell me this all the time, it's a Bible verse, this too shall pass. And being able to meet people where they are, being able to help them navigate through that, and helping them understand that, hey, this too shall pass, and we'll get you through this, is an awesome thing. They've supported me by, one, there's, obviously systems in place. There are, documents that we have access to, those types of things. But more importantly than that, I would tell you the human value of it, the human nature of it. The guy from Dallas, Orlando Montan, calling just to check in on me. Justin in the home office calling just to say, hey, how's this going? Or asking questions about this, or wanting to know, how we do things, because we can all grow from it. We all are working at the same thing. So if it's kind of nice to be valued enough to be asked how we're doing, but also valued enough to have them questioned so that we can all learn. Benefits and how I collaborate is some of it is just random calls, random texts, that kind of stuff, or when a problem arises, like I described earlier, that I can call someone and talk to them and give them that scenario and kind of get their feedback. We also have a chat space that we can do that as well. Hey, guys, has anyone seen this? And then we can address it that way. But more than that, sometimes it's nice to find a franchise that's very similar to where you are in the process, and to meet with them on a regular basis, because you can share ideas, feed ideas back and forth, and put our heads together. Advice I would give them: dream big, dream bigger than you think. With True North, use the resources that are there, and I think the best resources that we have are the people, and use all of those. Do not be afraid to ask questions. Do not be afraid to call individual franchises, or to ask very specific questions. I think that is the greatest benefit that we have.